You are not crazy. You are not crazy. What you see is absolutely correct. These people are pretending to be kind and loving toward you, but when in actuality, they are not. And they're putting up a facade. And you can pick up on energy, you can pick up on people's motives, you can see people for who and what they are. They can try to hide from everyone else, but you can see it, and you're not crazy. And not only can you just sense it and see it without them having to even say anything, a lot of the times, these people are actually doing things to prove to you that you know you're not crazy. You know what I mean? And even if the people around you don't see it or don't want to see it or whatever reason, that doesn't mean that it's not true. And trust me, even if they are in denial, they see it a lot more than what they will let on. And that could be due to a lot of reasons. Maybe they're just not ready to see it. Maybe they can't handle the truth of what it actually is. But you're a truth bringer and you're a seer through all the BS, through all the fakeness, through all the masks. You can see it. And I want you to know that your protection, your sanity, your energy is worth protecting from these people. You know what I mean? Because you've most likely spent your entire life doing this dance with narcissists, trying to explain yourself, trying to prove your point on why it is you know what you know. And with these types of people, trying to reason with them, trying to be kind to them, trying to have logic with them, trying to give them empathy, is just not going to work. It's not going to work. You're going to have to get to the point where you draw the line and remove yourself from the game. You don't have to fight with them. Just simply remove yourself, because no matter what you do, it's going to be a back and forth with, oh, I didn't mean any harm, or that wasn't my intention, or, oh, of course, my behavior is going to change, and you might see a change for a very short period of time, only for the behavior to go back exactly to what it was before. And a lot of times with people, you know how you hear, like, you can't make nobody change. A lot of times people don't change their behavior, one, unless they decide to, but usually has to be something like really, just shocking for them to even think about changing. A lot of the times, these people do not change, and if they have done a behavior once, most likely it's going to be a pattern, and you'll start to see that pattern. Okay, yeah, sure. Sometimes you can give people the benefit of the doubt, but if you see them acting like this and it hasn't changed, trust me, it's not going to change. That is who they are. When someone shows you who they are, that is who they are. You cannot gaslight yourself just because you feel bad or just because you want to give somebody else empathy. You know what you know, and you need to stand firm on protecting yourself from these people. You haven't come this far only to allow people to come into your life to and basically destroy your energy. As much as maybe we don't want to face this or maybe we don't want to see this, but everything is energy, and this system of these two opposing forces, even if it's in someone who comes with a kind face, or even if it's in a friend or a family member or whoever they are, it's basically light versus dark at the end of the day. And that is what we are up against. And I'm the first one that want to be like peace and love and all of that. But when someone is coming into your space and they're not bringing that to you, they don't deserve to be there. And that's point blank, period, no matter who they are. And, I'm always the type to be like, maybe if I give them a chance, or maybe if I just forgive them, they'll come around. But it has been proven time and time again, most of the time people don't come around. We're so busy trying to give people the benefit of the doubt that, oh, maybe it wasn't that, or maybe I'm tripping, or maybe they didn't mean it like that. But they weren't thinking about that when they did what they did. They weren't thinking about that when they said what they said to you. You know what I mean? Why are we trying to make this person to be something that they're not? Look at the actual facts of what happened. And that is going to help you, keep your mind focused and clear on what you have to do. And this is something that, I'm even learning in my own life. You don't owe anybody anything. And at the end of the day, you have to know who you are. You have to know what your intentions are. And are your intentions pure? You know what I mean? Were your intentions always pure? Do you mean these people any harm? No, you don't. But you can't sacrifice yourself in the process of, quote unquote, being a good person. At the end of the day, actually, that's not a good person. You know what I'm saying? That's not authentic. Authentic trumps this quote unquote idea of being a good person. Because it's more so about truth. And what is the truth? And what is that, when you say right or wrong, what is that right or wrong thing to do when it comes to what the truth is and when it comes to what is authentic? Especially if we want to stop these cycles, stop the abuse, be the generational curse breakers that we're meant to be, we're going to have to put our foot down. Not only for ourselves, but for our children and the next generation, so that this type of behavior doesn't continue to run rampant. So you have every right to hold your ground and love people from a distance. You know what I'm saying? You could be kind, but you can love people from a distance and exclude yourself from the things that are going to bring you down, that are going to make you sad, that are going to make you anxious, that are going to make you, have mental strife. Because it's like we have things to do, we have things to focus on, and there are places that God wants to take us. And whether or not people know it, that light within you can be sensed, in others, even if they don't know it or not. So that light has to be kept sacred and protected and not siphoned and not dimmed from people that need deliverances. So yeah, this is just a short little message to you to say, hey, I see you. I know you're not crazy. And do what you know you have to do. Much love. Mwah.